players here that have qualified for the big event, and they're going to look to prove a point, I think, which is going to be...
At the end of the day, as long as they feel prepared, that's what we love and want to see. But like you said, there is a lot riding on the line here, right? It's all about earning that respect and or keeping it, because end of the day, these trophies are super nice.
Yeah, pretty awesome trophies there. The golden Creighton pickaxe that we've given out in the past. You see players warming up, getting ready, getting comfortable. A few other duos to talk about was Pi and Detonator. Detonator, I don't know what that video was, but it made me mildly uncomfortable. So, and the fact that he's not wearing a shirt.
Yeah, you know, it
disturbs me.
Came out, you know, got the couple buttons down in the front, you know,
yes.
Letting it breeze.
Yeah, letting it breathe a lot. I don't know. That one certainly threw me off. There's Marshmallow. You know, he doesn't really like to talk that much, so I wonder how he's going to communicate with Ninja. They've done it once before, though. They've done it once before. Certainly they could do it again.
A couple emotes right there from Marshmallow, so maybe he'll just be playing right there, showing off the controller. Yeah, that's right, give him a little ring. Making sure it's all good. He's going to let the gameplay and the moves do the talking.
I appreciate that he's also going to be using his own skin as well, so...
Oh, you have to.
Yeah, you have to. If you have a skin in the game, you got to go for it.
A little ego boost right there, you know?
Yeah, that's some protection.
Oh, man. Nick Merckx.
Yeah, it's your pick.
Hey, I had to. You went with Aiden. I figured we
I know, I know Papa Nick Merckx, who's out there, probably got really mad at me that I didn't pick Nick to win, but it's okay though. It's all for the storylines. Hopefully he understands that.
Nick
A30, most positive human being. You play with Nick A30 a lot?
All the time.
What does he bring to the table?
Oh, he's a legend. I mean, as long as he can keep his cool, not get in his head. Nick, I know you hear us from here. Just stay calm and do what you do, man. He's such a great player. We'd love to see him come out and shine.
Yeah.
Once or twice in a Pro-Am today would be pretty fantastic.
Correct me if I'm wrong, he wanted to create a showdown at the Summer Block Party.
Yeah, he's had his moments of greatness.
He has. So you're clearly capable of being able to do this, being able to win on the big stage in front of a crowd. There's Detonator again. Just, you know,
he looks so ready.
And, you know, I'm actually impressed playing with a keyboard and mouse. I thought that Detonator would have his own custom controller with spikes on it. Okay. There's a lot of dialogue being exchanged there. Also, talk about Detonator's bangs. Man, nailed that one. I'll never be able to have that. Ever. That's a heartbreaker.
Looks like he's
Is he yelling at his own teammate as well?
Yeah, definitely.
At some point. There's Ewok, Jordan Fisher. This is a duo that actually I think is going to be very, very good in this one because they Jordan told me yesterday they've been practicing, they've been putting in the work, and I think that's a squad that can go very, very far. Very, very far. Well, while we get ready and get things started up here, folks, we have another interview on the stage. We got Mackenzie Borg along with my buddy, Fear itself, with Pookie. What's going on, Pookie?
Thank you so much, Golden Boy. I am just all over the place today. I'm having the chance to talk to some incredible players. That is absolutely right. I am down here with Mackenzie Borg and Fear itself. Now, I have to be honest, you don't really put off a very fearful vibe, so we're gonna have to work on that. You gotta get the eyes, you know, it's all about the eyes. But you are no stranger to events like this. Going into today, how are you gonna carry your previous experience into the event today?
It is true. I'm a little bit of an old man, a veteran in the game. I mean, I was doing this 15 years ago in much smaller stadiums, but it's all the same. Having like in-person LAN experience is very key in this atmosphere. So I'm just gonna like channel that inner professional gamer from when I was a young buck back in the day, and hopefully it shows, you know.
Love it so much. Now you, Mackenzie, on the other hand, you have performed on the big stage multiple times. You were a contestant on American Idol, so you are not nervous at all, but I want to know, have you ever played Fortnite? I mean, you were in the other Pro-Am, but playing Fortnite in front of all these people, it's got to be different than singing.
Yeah, it's much different. I feel like singing in front of a lot of people, I'm comfortable. It's what I'm, with a guitar, I'm like super chill, but here it's like, just don't want to let fear down, and we're trying to do well.
Well, we have a few musical emotes, so if anything gets a little bit too crazy for you at any moment in time, maybe you could play those for him and calm him down a little bit. That might help. Now, have you two played together at all? Do you have any kind of strategy going into today?
We practice a total of about an hour before this event. So we got all the practice, all the strats in the world. Don't you worry about it, Pookie.
Oh, and you just, I guess, don't want to tell me about it, right?
Oh, yeah, top secret stuff.
Oh my goodness. All right. I might be able to get a little bit out of you later. But in terms of, taking your experience from the previous Pro-Am that you just played in the summer, what are you going to do the same, differently? Anything you're going to want to tell me about?
I think I'm more prepared now for the chaos and the hecticness between like the crowd, the subwoofers in the stage, and just the overall volume. It's not like sitting on my couch at home playing Fortnite. It's a completely different experience.
It's definitely different. I mean, if you want to put your feet up at one point, we can get you some Cheetos or something. It'll be great.
I'm trying to get into the more serious mode right now. I'm flipping the switch. Fear's got the switch too. We're switching it.
My goodness. Well, you guys heard it here first. These guys are locked in. So I'm going to let them get a little bit more practice. Golden Boy and Monster, back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you so much, Pookie, for that one. For itself, I've had opportunity of commentating many of his victories in the past across a variety of games. He's humble. He goes up there and he's humble. But this guy, when he needs to pull off the big wins, he certainly can do it. And then I think it's also interesting to note there what Mackenzie said. This is a very different vibe. When you're playing out there, the bass, the feeling, it is substantially different than chilling at home.
But honestly, he has the experience. He's been here before. Maybe after a couple times in the ring, you can pull it all together. That's what I'm hoping for someone like Nick A30 as well, right? You've been in this situation before with enough experience. I really think they can overcome anything.
Yeah, very true. Look at that. Positive guy, positive monster. You love to see it happen.
I'm rooting for the underdogs.
Yeah, that's right. This guy. Oh, and then obviously I heard you in the Creator Showdown just blindly picking whoever was winning at that time.
We're not going to talk about
We're not going to go back to that. We're not going to go back to the past.
We're living in the present now, buddy.
I respect that. Well, folks, I know you guys want to get into the game. I do as well, and I was told by our team in the back that the game is getting ready to go in just a little bit. We're going to jump right into the island. It's going to be awesome, and I just want to get out there and see some Battle Royale. That's really all I care about, because these players, they're about to throw down. It's going to be awesome. You see Xavier Woods there. He does not have any pancakes, but what he does have is that SmackDown Tag Team Championship right by his side. He's got to let everyone know that he's a champion, raising it on high, and I picked it up. It is actually a very, very heavy belt. It is a heavy belt.
I had the opportunity right here. I totally should have lifted it.
You totally should have. And then Dank also has his fake Cruiserweight title belt, so low on that one. All right, folks, here we go. It's time to jump into the game, the moment you've been waiting for. The countdown is about to begin. Here we go. It is now time for the third Fortnite Pro-Am. The players are loaded into the island. The battle bus is ready to go. It starts right now. Here we go.
I love
that. Looks awesome.
Battle bus. It looks so great right there. Just take a look. Take a look at all of your competitors today, guys, because it's going to be crazy. We're going to crown one of these guys, either a new or returning champ of the day here at the Pro-Am.
Hey, it could be one half of the Girthquake. Courage JD, he'll never let me live that one down. So I hope it's not him. I'm kidding.
You have to be careful. They're on the same side of the stage now. It might just flop.
Sure. And as my buddy Shy Wager says, could be a yum, right? Shy's
could
gonna
be
hate
a yum.
Shy's gonna hate me for using that. All right, here we go. And then the other half of the Girthquake. There's Tim the Tat Man. So you're going to land over by Paradise Palms. Paradise Palms, a great spot to land, Monster. Tons of loot, tons of resources, great rotational opportunities from there as well.
Talk about that. It clearly looks like Tim the Tatman and Dante have a plan here. You don't just choose the backside of the map for no reason. This house specifically known as the John Wick Mansion. Down in the basement, there's a little secret stash, if you will. Now hopping over to the Westworld is what we like to call it over here on the other side of the map.
Oh.
Bit of a skirmisher.
Yeah, you got Osculords looking right over at Sean. Sean choosing to disengage from the fight. Will have that green tech SMG and has full shields as well, but oh no. Dead Revel's going to be in a bad spot. Very weakened there by Sean. Sean's going to take some damage as well. This is going to be a first engagement. Sean is going to go in for the fight. And then we switch on over to Dead Revel, who's looking around. And Sean's going to be out of the game. One of the first eliminations. I think that might be the first elim that goes through.
The first was Sinnoh, who actually got Fear itself. I wanted to touch on it, unfortunately. But that was the first elim.
Fear itself went out?
Yes.
Oh,
right
man, we
away.
really shouldn't have interviewed him. I feel I'm sorry, Justin.
Hey, but it's not over, right? You can always get the reboot card. He can come back here. But for now, Lost King Nyx is in a pickle.
This is rough. Rough for Nick to be in here. Now we're going to make our way to Ninja and Marshmallow, who this is another great spot to chill by. You get a ton of loot at the Lazy Lagoon. And on top of which, you know, I think there's I believe there's going to be some ballers close by. If you want to go for that, you also have the cannons you can use, I believe, to get out of there too.
Yep, there's a lot of options for mobility here for sure. But you know what I like that's going on here, at least with Ninja and Marshmallow, Ninja straight up adopting, you know, his scrim and or competitive strategy, right? Lazy Lagoon, that is his most known spot for landing. So for him to land here, they mean serious business.
Yeah, and he lands here relatively uncontested. There's going to be a duo over to the north, I want to say northwest, and also someone all the way up at the tippy north there. As we make our way now down forward toward Lucky Landing, we're going to have Sinnoh here along with O'King.
We're gonna be seeing a lot of Sinnoh and O'King. Let me tell you guys right now, do not sleep on this duo right here. They are so good. Had the pleasure of casting and seeing them at the South Korean event that we flew out to and covered over there. They are dangerous.
Well, you're hyping them up here, but unfortunately they're going to be taking some damage from the Stinks, having to push out of that fight. So when you throw down that Stink grenade, it goes right through the damage. It does not hit the shields. It hits the green health bar. Not what you want to see happen here. Player, though, is going to be tucked away in the corner. And King and Sinnoh, they're two top players. So they know how to work together here, try and pin their opponents into a bad spot. Here a few shots as well. More eliminations starting to go through. Nick 830 gets one onto Claire Grant. Aiden as well picks one up. Mackenzie's out of it. And then King and Sinnoh, they're just going to get, King's just going to get out of there.
Yeah, just wanted that pressure, but you know what? Figured a team that's working together is definitely a dangerous one. And we touched base with Yoshi a little bit earlier today. Looks like his partner Freddy is down here. He's off. He's on a quad. Can he get away? No, he has.
Get away! Oh no!
Got rights here.
Marksman. Oh, and he just tagged up. He tagged up the quad a few times. Did manage to hit him. If he would have picked up that infantry, could have had that pinpoint accuracy with that weapon. Probably could have provided a little bit more for him there, but it's also going to be a player up above. There goes the infantry rifles I mentioned before. You just such a precise weapon to take advantage of. JT Brown, they're looking around. Going to have Jeremy Ray Taylor up above in that box there, Monster, and they're going to be split up a little bit because they want to clean up this player around, see if they can get any of the resources.
And they did convert it right there, and a little nifty trick Marksman used there, pulling out his pickaxe to reset his reticule so that his crosshair kind of tightens up just to make sure he can be as accurate as possible. So many nifty tricks, and this is why this is the pro AM, right? You have the pros, and then you have your celebrity counterparts helping them out, and Marksman is showing that he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Looks like he's confidently ready to push as well. Might.
Exactly, and then we saw Ninja and Marshmallow there on the corner of your screen for a moment, continuing to loot up. Players pushing around the side here. This is going to be coming from the west. GT Brown, they're going to get vision. He has that snipe out. Maybe he can get a connection perhaps, but it's going to be Marksman looking for the opportunity to take advantage of that heavy AR.
Yes, I love this. JT Brown ready to back him up. He's got extra shields and everything. He's got that legendary sniper. He knows exactly where this player is at. Just looking for a small peek right here. He might take his face off. We will see.
He's playing with a lot of confidence, too. You can tell in the movements. JT Brown has played in multiple, I think he's played in every single Pro-Am that we've had. So no stranger here to this big stage. And then they're not really going to go for that fight. There wasn't really much of a reason for them to try and push in for that fight, Monster. That player did have that natural high ground. If JT Brown would have gotten the connection with the snipe, that would have been great. But you got to think about this. the storm as it pushes on in. Now these players, they're going to take a little bit of damage here, but you have a lot of bodies scattered around. Junk Junction, Polar Peak, Happy Hamlet, even Lucky Landing. There's a lot of players that are going to be on the outside, but this circle is going to be pushing in, centered more toward Dusty Divot. So you're going to have that big circle around here. You're ticking for 1 damage per second as well. You got to start to make moves quickly.
Yeah, Slogo Man does not want to play around here. He does not have anything to heal with in this moment. He has a glider redeploy. I mean, he can use it to get away, but with that one person trailing behind him, who's that? Bai También.
You did better. I didn't even try to.
Hey, it's a little bit of Spanish right there, but hopping over to Ewok and Jordan Fisher.
You got the accent. You got the capability. I respect it.
I can pull it.
I know you can. All right. So Ewok and Jordan Fisher. This duo at the summer block party. Ewok hunted Jordan Fisher down. Enemies have become friends here. And with the baller and the shadow bombs, they're going to rotate on out, get to the safe zone. A few players are going to be around here as well. And Ewok just tagged him. Take full advantage of the ping system, right? When you're able to do that, that helps so much. Sometimes you don't even need to use your words. You can just use the ping system to relay where the threats are going to be.
Exactly, and that's what Ewok used as their primary form of communication here. Just going to lay down some fire. Didn't quite connect, but it's all good.
There's K. Crowd pop for him, and he had come out. Cal Kaplan as well.
I like how Kaplan's got his marshmallow fit on as well.
Not trying to throw us off at all.
You know, honestly, that's like, I wouldn't use this, right? If you wear this fit, you're tempting other people to be like, dude, that's marshmallow, isn't it? Right? And then they just want to push.
You're not wrong there, buddy.
I'd love to catch a highlight, right?
Yeah,
it's like, dude, I'll push him right now.
Exactly. You're not wrong there. I mean, that certainly can be a thing that players see and they're like, wait a minute, maybe? But if a lot of people who have studied Ninja's gameplay know that he is going to go over to that Lazy Lagoon area. But we make our way now to the lava areas near Pressure Plant. This is where Marshmallow and Ninja are, and there hasn't been a lot of activity right now, right? It's been a little bit of a slower game, but that's what I like to see, right? You and I, we've been casting endgame after endgame after endgame in the Fortnite World Cup online qualifier, so it's nice to see some strategy, some rotations go into place here, and players really being methodical where they're going to push at what point in time. And Ninja, he's getting ambitious with these shots, managing to connect that infantry rifle, the purple infantry rifle, so good.
Yeah, Ninja actually one of the advocates for playing with weapons that are not necessarily popular or cool at the moment, tends to play with things that are different. So before the infantry kind of, rose in popularity after changes, he was already running it, deeming it one of his favorite weapons to kind of play with.
He's always been like that in any game that he plays. I remember many times casting him, whether it be Halo or any other title. He always goes for the road less traveled and does a lot of damage there with that infantry rifle. Look at these players as they fly about through the jet streams. Myth on the other side as well. This duo there.
It's got to be.
Oh no, Tim the Tatman. No,
Ooh.
Tim, no, Tim. And he landed extra quickly. He got picked off from the sky.
I don't want to say it, but he was literally swatted like a fly right there.
Oh, that was
too easy. Taken right out. Tim the Tatman goes down.
There's no friendships here in the Pro-Am, people. Ninja makes Tim the Tatman pay. It was a wide target, and he's going to hit those.
All right, so there he has his ball. He's going to get a bunch of extra goodies. And oh no, Ninja's ball actually flew off into the steam vent, and it's gone.
Yeah, I think he ended up going with it. Hopefully he did. Yeah, so he ends up getting the ball right on back. Just looking around. So he doesn't know, obviously, that there's going to be a duel right next to him. A lot of players are starting to convene here by Pressure Plant. This is where the circle's going to start to collide. And then keep in mind, this lava. When you get to those final circles and you have to go over that lava, it can be your worst enemy or even your best friend because you can traverse the lava very quickly, but sometimes it can throw you off. And for more unexperienced players, or inexperienced players, apologies, that can certainly throw them for a loop.
Yeah, it can definitely end up also just like splitting up a team, right? And then causing some chaos that way. But man, the fact that Ninja's able to just openly hold this area right outside the
He
mega
is
ball.
wrecking people with this.
Yeah, look, there's another player right out the sky right there. David Williams goes down.
Time to go collect. Time to go collect.
Go get that expensive NYC rent right there, Ninja. Go pick it up, because he's collected right here.
Oh man, he has been just swatting these players out of the sky. Tifu's going to be in a fight right now, though. Having to deal with this, going to use a shockwave grenade to get out of the engagement, reset himself. We'll have plenty of builds to work with as well. We'll also have those chug splashes for him and his teammate if he needs to use it. It's going to be Ewok and Jordan Fisher. This is a huge battle that's going to be taking place here. Tifu has the angle. He has a perspective. And with that combat shotgun, he can hit him from a distance as well. On the screen, you see Nick A30 gets eliminated, so he's going to be out of the game. But for now, all eyes are going to be set here on Tifu and this engagement with Jordan Fisher and Ewok.
Yeah, he actually had to back up. Someone storm flipped right at him, forcing him out of that area. But lucky for him, he does have plenty of shockwaves to make a ton of moves. And Ewok actually gets pelted down a few more times there.
Yeah, that's not good because they're going to go down low, and they know exactly where they are. So they just can wait this one out.
Let me tell you right now, for every little bit of advantage Tifu gains here, the more unlikely it is that Ewok and Jordan Fisher are going to get out alive. And that's it. I think he's got his confidence all the way up. He knows he needs this loot here.
He has natural high ground. Their backs are against the storm wall. They're going to start to push up, but they're going to use the shockwave to fly out of there.
That was just one, though. He only saw one, so there it is. Oh, no.
He's kind of trapped there, pinned, and he's waiting for him. He's going to tag him. With the combat, so much damage being put forward. Tifu now going to be on the run. This is what Tifu does best when he's in your face. Oh, but he gets chunked. He's going to lose a lot of health there. Now going to be sitting at 35 HP and had to get out of there. Going to use those shockwave grenades. The movement that you get with that utility is huge.
It was actually Jordan Fisher who came back to rescue Ewok, and it was just enough to back off Tifu. Now the entire battle's been reset. Everyone's in a danger zone here.
He really is the perfect human being. He really is. There goes the jet stream. Ewok gets out. Jordan Fisher's taking damage, people. He's got to get out of that. He manages to fly on out of there. Now, the concern I have for Ewok and Jordan Fisher, they got to get back together.
Yeah, but not only that, Tifu knows he has to get an elimination here. They are desperate. They're in shambles for gear here. And an artillery strike actually being rained down. Tifu is forced to be on defense. He's far from his teammate Nav. But look, Edwin Hodge and Props right here. Opportunity for Tifu.
A lot of players are going to be very, very weak. Yeah, and he gets an elimination on Edwin Hodge. That's going to be Tifu's fourth elimination. Nav has 2 of his own, 6 points total.
Oh, there was a trap there!
You never suspect the trap, Tifu! Oh, my word! He is disgusted with what he just saw. Nav should be able to get him, though, and they'll get back into this. He does have launch pads, so they can use that to get back into a safe position, but they don't have heals, Monster.
Yes, he does. He actually has 2 campfires in his inventory.
Oh, well, he doesn't have shields.
Yeah, but he has to get to zone ASAP. Airwalks, a previous reigning champ so far, and RL Grime are going to push someone off here. And oh boy, this is the Pro-Am. It's starting to heat up here.
That is going to get clipped so many times.
Absolutely.
Tifu hitting the trap. Never expected.
Imagine catching a nice little 2-piece and then walking into a trap. That was perfect.
There goes your summer block party winners, Airwalks and RL Grime, sitting on top of their, I would say, hodgepodge constructed tower here. Then Tifu, right next to Allier. Boy, does he have a video for you.
Tifu has not popped these double campfires.
Oh,
actually just keeping it going.
That shot from Tifu, clinical. Combat shotty, that thing's going to tag you from what sometimes it feels like a mile away. This player's going to be behind this tree here, and Tifu sees it. Tifu, easy pickings for the veteran. The tree goes down, no more protection for him, but the shadow bomb is going to be used. You see that player flipping away on out of there, doing all the flippy stuff.
Actually love it as well. He sent Nav in because Nav had the materials and the health advantage there to kind of lead the way, but now they're both in a desperate situation. Tifu forced to just get to farm in here. He's going to try and get what he can off the bunker. Ninja still in the same spot just outside the volcano vents.
No reason for him to leave when he's hitting the shots the way that he has been with the infantry rifle. Your 2018 Fortnite Pro-Am champion. Marshmallow going in for the shot there. Player's going to be picked off from this guy. That's going to be Sinnoh who gets Musel. Oh, man, that's rough.
Sinnoh makes it to endgame with O-King. Like I said, they're going to be a troublesome duo. There's still tons of excellent players left in the game here. See Whit Lottery down below. He's closing nearby. Uh-oh, Ninja's actually super hurt now. I think he just received a snipe.
Yeah, so Ninja's going to be in a rough spot, but we actually did catch one of his other shots earlier on. That was going to be on Michael Dreyer. That was elim number 4. Now, though, Ninja getting back to a fighting position, but he's going to get hit again.
This is rough for Ninja.
Doesn't have a campfire.
Saw Myth there. Saw Nick Merckx.
A lot of good players.
Competitive players nearby, that's right.
Cloak is still going to be in this match. Marksman still in the game as well. Airwalks, as we had mentioned earlier, Wildcat there. Everyone gathered together here, right in between Dusty Divot and Mega Mall. Nick Merckx only with 1 elimination. When you get down to 15th place, that's when the placement points start to go through. There you see it right there, the format, how it works. Every elimination that these duos get is going to earn them 1 point, but when we hit 15th place, that's when you're going to start getting those placement points.
And look right there, Myth just ended Ninja up above in a battle, and Marshmallow's off to fend for himself as he impulsed out of the battle. And it looks like has to make a big decision here. Yep, he says, you know what, I'm going to get to zone, and it's time to